Hey everyone, let's take a deeper look at blaster modding with the cost versus the effort we have to put in. I'm your host Dave, welcome to that. The cost versus the effort. There is kind of this false thinking right now that owning one of those blasters prevents you from modding. But I will tell you, you will still have to mod and dash or tune this blaster down the road. So no, just buying a Pro Blaster is not the solution to modding. This will not solve everything. So no, buying a purpose-built Pro Blaster is not the solution. Some of us will just want to upgrade, have something new, something different. And that's where the cost and money you will have put into your part will determine probably the time you will spend modding this blaster. So for the first example, let's go with a purpose-built kit. Maybe there is a blaster, a nerve blaster, let's say a long strike, a long shot, a retaliator, or maybe this ultra Pharaoh, and want to convert it to half dart. So you go ahead and you spend $50+ on a half dart kit by Worker, which is basically all CNC part. It's a pusher, a barrel, and a dart gate, which are doing amazing job. You use the included spring and dart gate, and this will convert this basically useless blaster, because it normally shoots ultra, into a true 180 FPS sniper blaster. Yes, this kit will cost you $50+ plus whatever cost of shipping and the price of this blaster, which show you that performance and modding is not free. But this kit will basically be drop-in. Most of the purpose-built kit are gonna be drop-in. Some will require some shell cutting more than other. Mostly 3D printed kit will require a lot of cutting and gluing, and CNC kit will normally drop in, on the exception maybe of the Worker Rampage kit, which is horrid to install into a blaster. Spending the money for good part will ease your modification. I mean, installing this kit is a maybe 20-30 minute job for the price you spend, which is pretty amazing. And that's gonna give us a good example. A kit that you can just drop into a blaster, change it or upgrade it right on without fiddling with it is worth the money. That is where you will save a lot of time, but you will spend a little more. Then we'll go for another category where maybe you spend a little less and you use a blaster that is worth a little less, but you really like this blaster and you want something unique and that nobody have. So you're gonna have to adapt a kit with parts that are made for one blaster and try to adapt them to another blaster that is not made for them at all. Like my Eagle Agent. This Eagle Agent is like semi-custom, semi-pre-made. I mean, the kit for it is a pre-made kit for a Nerf rival Jupiter. But I didn't want to cut out my Jupiter and to kill it, to change it for this kit. So I decided to install it with an angle talent adapter, so it's going to be pretty unique. I really like this blaster. The stock was a very good length, and I like the bolt prime. Plus, everything worked flawlessly on it. Yes, it was some work. I had to cut and shave some internal because I had the bright idea of putting an angle talon. Plus, I had to fix the front barrel with O-ring for easy maintenance if I want to remove it. But there was already one locking groove inside of there to help me. Overall, this blaster went from the, I think it was 30 or 34 FPS nightmare, sometime lower than that, pseudo rival blaster, to this 130-ish FPS little sniper blaster. This is really fun and quite unique. And this thing, while the parts were not that expensive, I think there is like $40 to $45 of part into this blaster, will require you to study it a little more, cut a little more into the shell, adapt something, make more calculation, measure everything to be sure everything lined up properly. But in the end, your homework will be worth it. I mean, this is a little more effort, a little less money, but it's worth it. Now let's raise the level up a little and go with the zero cost mod project. That zero cost mod project is done with pretty much whatever you have available to you in your part bin, or into maybe defective or donor blaster that you have ready for the part, or just some spare extra part from other blaster or extra thing you had accumulated over time over the year. Those projects are super rewarding, because in the end this is truly your own blaster. Nobody will have the same thing, but you will have to work on it. You will have to debug it every step of the way. This way you will know it inside and out, but this thing will be fully custom, meaning there is almost no plan for what you're doing. Like this little Stampede. I mean, this thing is a half dart, 140 FPS. This was zero cost. It was all leftover part. I used the pusher and the dart gate from a Nexus Pro that I installed into the middle of the stock dart gate of the Stampede with I think it's a Lizzie brass barrel that I have in there. The spring, whatever spring I had, but I think it's too strong because there's a wire that melted into the blaster. Originally it had an Adventure Force mag adapter because it was what I had lying around, but now I found some spare Worker mag adapter. This is a little better for it. The dart is a little more forward. This way it prevents a lot of jam. I had to put the little metal bar as a dart guide in the middle, but that thing helps a lot. This thing is basically not jamming. What I have now as a problem is, like I said, one of my wire melted inside. But this thing was made out from scratch. I understand it's not completely finished. I still have to rewire the whole thing. But this thing costs nothing. It's a lot longer to do. It's a lot longer to perfect. But this thing will be a lot more rewarding. But it costs zero. It's a donated blaster with donated part. Even the battery is recovered from the Nerf Rival RC tank I reviewed back a while ago, a few years ago. I mean, nothing was spent to go on this specific project until maybe now. I might spend some money, maybe $3, $4, $5 for a new motor to put inside. So, well, in the end, it's not necessarily the money you spend on your blaster that makes it better or makes the upgrade better, nor the time you'll spend. There's like a middle between the two. Between your understanding of the modification you are doing and the price and the quality of the part. All put that together, do a mix and match, go with what you like. In the end, basically modding is to make the blaster our own, so whatever you will use, it will be probably fit to your need. In the end, yeah, price will make it a little easier, but maybe not that rewarding in the end. That's it for this small video. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatOldNerfGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to notify for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.